work here in a minute. So this guy that's running for president in the Democratic Party, Pat Buttigieg or Buttigieg, something I can't pronounce it. He's homosexual. I think he's got a husband or something. A lot of folks, I guess, don't really like that, don't really care for that or whatever. Anyway, so Fox News actually brought him on to have discussions. Trump come out and went crazy about it. And Trump was like, they're choosing the losing side, the wrong side, and all this. And for some reason, before I go into it, my mind went to a couple years ago. Fox News actually openly said Trump, his ratings, he's not getting the kind of ratings he got in 2016. So there's a lot of rallies and speeches Trump does, they don't cover. I mean, they'll speak on it, but they're not going to sit there and show it live. They're not going to do that. And I just thought about how, I didn't really pay attention to it then, but that shows you. See, Fox News is a business. These are businesses. That's what I try to tell people. Not about whether I like them or you like them. It's business, man. That's how they think. They're looking towards the future. They might work with you here and work with you there, but they're a business. And their stuff is to the shareholders, not to Trump, not to me, not to anybody. They're withholding to the shareholders. Their bonuses. I just thought about how we're in 2019. We're really at the point now to where Fox News has a speech with Bernie Sanders. I mean, a talk with him. They have a talk with this guy, Pat Buttigieg or whatever. And conservatives are going crazy about it. MSNBC brings Michael Steele on all the time. That's a former Republican chairman. They bring on Republicans all the time with MSNBC. They bring on mayors all the time. We're really at the point in 2019 where you're saying they can't. That means they're ideologues. That's what you're telling me. You're saying that you're at the point to where you are ideologic network. Like, remember the guy came on and said, all I do is buy guns and vote? Got to explain that. That's really where you're at right now. And I knew that. I remember when they had Ferguson and Fox didn't even report on it until a day or two after it started. Because they don't care about no black issues. They don't care about black issues. Care about that shit. They withholding to the rich. That's when you watch Fox News, you're watching what some billionaire somewhere, some trust fund guy thinks about the world. Or, what he wants you to think about the world. There you go. I'm sorry to correct myself. Yeah, that's real propaganda, Fox News. It's not even news anymore. They've had folks quit saying that. Not real news. So, but I just thought that was funny. How desperate Trump is, how desperate Republicans are to where they actually have to. I mean, I remember when Eisenhower was doing his little speeches on TV, his final speech, and JFK, like they were thankful. They were yeah, we appreciate you, working with us to get us on TV. Trump is at the point now to where he's like, listen, you guys are withholding Fox News. You're withholding to me. You need to carry my stories. You're withholding to the Republican Party. Period. You don't need to have any kind of fair, unbiased. No, it needs. He's actually at the point where he's saying we need to have biased news reporting. It's kind of like if you had a police officer just being openly racist using the N-word. It's damn, we knew you were like this, but you're really showing us how devilish you people really are. But see, in the case of Fox News, I don't even care. I don't even care. I really don't. But I just thought this was just so outrageous that I had to do a video on it. That you've got a president trying to tell a news network who they can and who they cannot bring on to talk to. Like JFK said, without debate, without criticism, no administration can succeed and no republic can survive. That's why the Athenian lawmakers sold and decreed it a crime for any citizen to shrink from controversy. I find it interesting to see him. The JFK said that, and don't even out when he had weapons in space. And now Trump, it's a weaponized space, man. That'd be my first thing I think I'd do if I was president would be to shut down the Space Force. Shut it down, period. Shut all that down. My first thing, yeah. I think that's a joke. I was listening to this guy YouTube talking, he supports all things with space. And it just reminded me that even when white people, I thought white people and I agree with them, that's still the oppressor. I look at all this money spent on this crap, I think to myself, how that money could be better spent on the resources and infrastructure out here. That's why I tell people, all this space stuff, that's for the rich, man. After they're done wrecking and looting our environment and destroying the rainforest and destroying the ozone layer and everything, they think they're going to live out there in Mars or live on the moon or something. Like Elysium, they're going to live out there in space. And we'll be sitting up here with fucking contaminated ass air. I really believe there's gonna come a time where the water is gonna be so polluted in certain areas that you're gonna have to. What I'm saying is, it's gonna be impossible to just go to a lake and drink out of it. And I ain't talking about none of that diarrhea. I'm talking about it's gonna be stuff that's gonna fucking kill you. It's gonna be. Remember that there's the Ganges or something in India where they put dead bodies in there and shit. That water, you can get infected very quickly from touching that water. Infection, all kind of stuff in that water. You can get sick, and they're cleaning it out. I think that's how there's some lakes in America gonna be. Next decade or so, maybe in the next 20 years, you're gonna see that. If they continue down this path of destructive, unbridled capitalism. You're gonna see some areas that are just gonna be totally destroyed. Trump wants to make the whole country like Kentucky and Indiana and Ohio, just areas that are just so polluted. I read something about back in the 80s. They had a lake, I think in Ohio, I think near Cleveland. It was so polluted it caught on fire. That's the world we're going towards in America, at least. I think that you're going to see a lot more. To me, the sexual dimorphic behaviors in the children, the transgender, all that stuff, it's only the beginning. These new diseases, only the beginning. Because they're not even looking. They're just sitting up here making jokes on gay people and trying to assault gay people, but they're not even trying to deal with why these things are going on. I remember reading years ago about how they were finding all these birth control pills and stuff in San Francisco water, and now they're talking about. I think in England there's a lake they tested where they found very low amount of cocaine. They found a pesticide that's now illegal, and they were saying like that water isn't even near a major city. That water is like in a small town. That's how bad these areas are contaminated, guys. That's how bad it's gotten. Okay, that's how bad it's gotten now. I thought that was amazing to see that. But peace out.